Okay, video number 2. We've already done add, subtract, and multiply, so now we're going to do divide. This is example 2 on your little foldable thing, and so we're going to do it. It's really 2 examples because we're going to do f divided by g, and then we're going to do g divided by f. And you notice that it says state the domain. That's actually what we're going to do in video number 3. So just for now, be able to operate with the function, and then we'll figure out how to state the domain. So let's just jump right in. F of x equals square root of x, and g of x equals 4 minus x squared. Now, when you divide, you have the added chore of simplifying the expression and seeing what cancels out. So let's set the first one up. Square root of x over square root of 4 minus x squared. So here's what we're going to do. This is the correct setup. We have f over g, it's set up, it's ready to go, but if it were only that easy, we could be done, but it's not, because this can be simplified. Please tell me if you have a hard time seeing why the square root of 4 minus x squared is the same thing as the square root of 4 minus the square root of x squared. If you have a hard time seeing that, please come see me before or after school so that we can figure out what the heck is going on. So, because now what's awesome is the square root of 4, as you all hopefully know, becomes 2. And the square root of x squared is just x. And so now we're done, because we can't simplify any further, and there's not a radical in the denominator, there's not an imaginary number in the denominator, so we're done. This is great. Let's do the second one. F of g, or f divided by g of x was this one. Let's do g divided by f of x. So we're going to flip the script, and we're going to start with green on the top instead. Square root of 4 minus x squared over square root of x. Again, I'm going to kind of save us some time. We've already seen that 4 minus x squared becomes, whoa, black ink's what I need, becomes 2 minus x. So let's just go ahead and do that. 2 minus x over square root of x. Now we have a problem, because we can't have a radical symbol, a square root symbol, in the denominator. So we've got to rationalize that. Now this is different than imaginary numbers. You don't have to change the sign here. You're just going to multiply by the square root of x over the square root of x. And that'll get rid of this radical symbol and give us our final answer. So let's do this. 2 times the square root of x, because we're going to have to distribute this. 2 times the square root of x is 2 square root of x. And negative x times the square root of x is negative x square root of x. Wonderful. Because these both have a square root of x in it, we can change that to, we can factor out that square root of x if we want, and go square root of x times 2 minus x. But really all that leaves us with is the top. Either way, like this or like this, I'll be cool. But your denominator is going to be square root of x times square root of x, which is square root of x squared. And anytime that happens, we can just put x. I would accept either of these 2 answers. And that is it. We are done. If you have questions on what the heck just happened, please send me a Canvas message. Remember, you got to simplify, cross anything out where it could. If you have a quadratic expression like such, you may have to factor and then see if anything cancels out. Again, don't worry about this x in the denominator or this x under the square root just yet. We'll talk about that when we get to stating the domains, which is the next video. Goodbye.